50 to 100 ISO. $50 to 200 ISO. 50 to 400. $50 to 800. Low light pro mode. $50 to 1600. $50 to 3200. It says minus 0.7 EV. $50 to 6400 brings it to 0 EV. Pocket 3 is in low light auto mode, and there's no way reality is this bright. 800 ISO. So you can see that auto is boosting it way up. 1600 ISO. Low light mode. 3200 ISO. $6,400 ISO. It would be almost unthinkable to have this high of a sensitive of a film in the past. 9600 ISO. A lot of cameras top off at 6400. 12,800 ISO. Mic 2, I've got it on a lanyard around my neck, and then it's clipped on my jacket. So this is Osmo Pocket 3, low light auto. But I'm really starting to think these DJI engineers are geniuses, because in this auto mode, if I swipe left, I have an EV meter, and I can adjust the EV. So now I'm at minus 2.3 on the EV meter. Now, what they're not telling me is how they got to there, right? There's two ways. One's with the shutter, one is with ISO. But it is kind of nice. You can just, if you want it a little darker or brighter, so again, I swipe left, and then, oops. Now I'm plus 1.3, it's ultra bright. Back to 0. Auto mode. You can adjust auto mode. If you think of ISO as film speed, you're sort of thinking like the past. 50 to 100 ISO. You would use 50 or 100 ISO in bright light. Now maybe there's times you want darkness. 50 to 200. 50 to 400. 50 to 800. 50 to 1600. So according to this EV meter, I'm at like 0 EV with wide open ISO. $12,800. Now, one thing I'm gonna do, learning from my own mistakes, is check all my settings because it's easy to accidentally switch something. So I'm gonna check in particular that I'm still in the same frame rate and shutter that I was before. So I took a white balance reading, basically via the menu. And the camera wants to be 1000K cooler than it was earlier. But I was dropping it 1000K. I'm dropping it again, 1000K. So for this experiment, I'm more on a cool spectrum. More blue light. Now what is normal these days is people become painters, right? They're using Adobe Premiere, they're using DaVinci Resolve. They're painting the colors. But what about physics? Is the snow actually white? No, it isn't. Nothing has color. They reflect different colors. So, I still want physics. You know, I want natural light. What I'm seeing is things that look like game engines. They do. They look like game engines. So, how interesting. People say things like, well, if you don't do such and such, it's going to look like a video, as opposed to like cinematic. But if you watch movies, nothing looks real. It really doesn't. I'm looking at all these movies with a new eye. So near as I can tell, like Hollywood has never tried to do reality. It's not what they do. It's not reality. But what do I want to do? What I want to do is different. Because, no, I want to capture the sunrise on the lake. I want to capture the mist in the air and everything else. I want to capture the storm. I don't want to alter it very much, if at all.